So what I like to do is, inside the inside butterfly, what we want to do is when we bring the girl into here, what the man is going to do is, instead of leading the hand that he would normally do out here, he's going to grab right from the back here. And he is doing a closed wheel. The woman is doing two turns, and then she's actually doing a pivot, and she's doing a pivot back. Okay, so now what we want to do is just show you how to get into it and move around. Here we go, ready, begin. And 1, 2, 3, take her back, 2, 3, pivot back, 2, 3, and 1, 2, 3, and out. And that is the inside butterfly. This is where the women are it. Our footwork is basically not as intense as the woman's. Ladies, we're going to mention the four-letter word. We actually have arm work involved in this. So I know all the guys have got a beer, and all the ladies are in front of them. He said the word arms. So we're going to actually introduce you to some hustle arms. And what I'm going to do first is I'm going to actually show you the footwork for the inside butterfly. And basically it's a turn, pivot, turn. But the thing that I want to actually say while we're getting into spins is there's a false concept about spins where spinning necessarily does not mean fast. If you're using technique, the beat or the downbeat that's used in the music is there to tell you the timing of your movements. And you need to be moving to the beat of the music. So you don't want to have a downbeat and be spinning past the music. But let me show you the technique right now. I'm actually going to do one, and then what I will do is I'll demonstrate multiples of it. So the first section is, ladies' part, is we do our ball change. Ball change. We got to step up the line. So we go 2. We step in here. We're going to do 3/4 of a half turn. We just open up right to here. Notice I didn't over-rotate. This is my 3-step here. What we want to do now is a pivot turn back, and we go and 1. We pivot back, and then we step up the line here 2. We actually open up 3, and then we pivot turn back. And that is the footwork for the inside butterfly. Men, we've got a little easier. What we need to do is do the closed release, the closed wheels footwork. So watch what it looks like. We actually bring the girl in, and we bring her in, we go and cross, 2, 3. This is our closed release. We're actually going to slide our hand from here to just underneath the armpit or on the back of the girl. So we do our side check, and 1. Okay? Then when we open her up, we step 2, 3, and then we side check, and 1, 2, 3, and 1. And what we will do is we'll be rotating the woman inside of us. Now, women's arm work. Lynn is an expert. I actually would like to comment on having all the ladies, you must buy this fundamental workshop on arms, or tape that Lynn Ferguson has put out. She has the most incredible arms and hustle arms you will ever see. So I will do my darndest to be equal to her. And I'm just going to give you some things from me, because I've taught a lot of beginning people that really don't have a sense of balance. We're going to start off with ourselves on the 1 here, and we're going to go and 1. And our arm should be out on the and 1 and should be over the frame of the man's. When we go to 2, we want the arms to go up, and I'm just going to suggest girls just touch your shoulders. And the reason why I want you to touch your shoulders is just because you know where they are. And a lot of times if we put our hands over our heads, a lot of girls get thrown off balance. So this keeps us closer to our frames. Then we step up the line 2, then we open up 3, and then we do our pivot turn, but I keep my arms here on the and 1. Send them out on just the 1. Then what we need to do is go up the line on 2, bring the arms back. 2, 3, and then our pivot turn, and 1. So really the only time we send out the arms is on the 1. We even hold it on the and count. And if you just watch Lynn and how she uses her arms, you'll actually get kind of a sense of the spirit of the dance. So that is the inside butterfly. When we do the outside butterfly, very, very important thing for the man is to be patient, because we're moving forward and we're actually doing our check, and the woman is actually out here on the side. The big mistake everybody gets into is they try and pull the girl behind her. You have to allow the women to do their footwork and to do their timing. So what we'd like to do is show you the outside butterfly. Here we go. Ready? Begin. And 1, 2, 3. And 1, 2, 3. And 1, 2, 3. And 1, 2, 3. And back. And that is the outside butterfly. Well, now that you've seen the outside butterfly, let's look at how to do that. If you notice, the woman is doing similar things. The man's footwork changes on the outside butterfly. What we're going to do is show you how to put the outside butterfly and the inside butterfly together so you can actually get involved in actually the moving, dancing part of it. So let me get back to the woman's section, and I will actually show you the girls with the arm work. It's the same as the inside butterfly. So we're going to start out with our arms to the sides. Okay? We do our and 1, stepping forward. We're going to step up the line, but on the 2, we bring our arms in. We bring our arms in because we step up the line, and this is not a spin, it's a turn, ladies. And what we're going to do now is open up again and turn. We are not spinning. We're going to do a pivot turn now, and watch the arms on this. And 1. And we move. Then when we go back on the 2, we actually go 2 up the line, open up 3, and 1. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to put it together in a combination that's just a little quicker. So what we do is we have our arms out, so we go and 1, 2, 3, and 1, 2, 3, and 1. And that is the lady's footwork with the arms for the outside butterfly. Men, however, we have a little different process. We're going to actually bring her in from our closed release, and we're going to keep her here. So we go and cross, 2, 3. She is in closed position now. We slide our arm up underneath her elbow, underneath her armpit here, just near her back, and we do our side check. And 1. What we do is we open her up, 2, we step forward, 3. Then what we do is we actually have our arm out here. She's doing her pivot step on the outside. We do it in place. And 1, in place. She is going to go behind us. So she will go 2, 3, we step back, and then we go receive her on this side, and we go and 1. She's going to come around the side on the and 1. And then we go again, 2, 3, and 1, back, up, she's on this side, and then we go, and 1, 2, 3. And she will actually wind up in front of us again, right over to here. So what we want to do is now look for those leads. That's the technique and how to do it. The men are moving back and forth. The women are moving on the outside in front and are moving on the outside behind. And that is the outside butterfly. What we wanted to do is, as an exercise, we're going to put the outside butterfly and the inside butterfly together. So you can kind of see how all these movements that we put together mix and match. You can do either one, first or second. We're going to do the outside first into the inside. So just watch the turns now. Notice how I don't rush her, and I allow her to do all of her footwork, and I actually do mine. Take your time. Ready. So 5, 6, 7, 8, and 1, 2, 3, and 1, 2, 3, and 1, 2, 3, and 1, 2, 3, inside, and back, 2, 3, and stop. And that is an amalgamation of both the inside and the outside butterfly.